we can't let you go without asking about Whitesnake, because once again, you came in on an album that exploded. And that album was, again, all over MTV, all over radio, talking about the Whitesnake 1987 album. In this case, you hadn't played on the album, but you were in all the iconic videos, all the videos with Tawny Katane, all the radio hits. The tours were massive. You were one of the biggest bands out there at the time. Just give me a synopsis of your time in Whitesnake. What was it like working with David Coverdale? You had three great guitar players come in and out of that band: Steve Vai, Vivian Campbell, Adrian Vandenberg. Just tell me a little bit about your time in Whitesnake, because we want to include that.
Yeah, in 1984, Whitesnake was the support band for Quiet Riot, so I got to know David and the band very, very well, you know.
Right, yeah.
And so before we started the tour, I had given Quiet Riot notice that I was going to leave after I fulfilled my commitments to the dates, or, you know, that have been signed, you know, the contracts and all of that. And so on the last day of our tour with Whitesnake, David, you know, we threw a party for the band, and as we were partying, leaving, you know, you hug each other, and he whispers in my ear, he goes, "Someday soon we're going to play together." And I go, "Wow, how does he know that I'm leaving the band?" Because it was not, you know, publicized that I was leaving. So anyways, so as soon as I finished the tour, I'm out of the band. And I get a call from their management. And at that time, Tommy Aldridge and I were trying to put a band together. This is 1985, early 85. So they invite us to join the band. And since I knew the dynamics, I experienced the dynamics, the friction that was going on with the band and David, it was still there. The friction, you know, the elements of the friction. So I think I decided not to leave one situation to join another situation. And I said, you know what, I passed on it. So Tommy and I were, like I said, we were just actually asked to join the band at that time, which meant that we would have recorded on the 87 record. Also means that 2 years later, when the album came out, we were probably not going to be in the band by then, just like everybody else. So I got to tell you my experience with the band as a touring member, and then later on playing on Slip of the Tongue, and, you know, going through the pre-production and recording process and touring of that record. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. I think we all would. I'll take that. If you won't take it, I'll take it.
There's a couple of more than a couple, but of things that sort of put you at what I would call, and I hope the last thing I want to do is embarrass you, put you on the spot, but because I have so much respect, but living legend status. That's a heavy crown, and I wouldn't want to, you know, embarrass you in any way. But it's pretty crazy just in the rock world what your legacy has attached itself to, that is on the lips of every in my world, every true rock and roll person who you know, they all own your stuff that you've been involved with. Everyone I know owns records that you're on, or bands you toured with, whether it's Blue Oyster Cult or, you know, whatever. How does that make you feel at where you are in life, and just the love? I mean, it's love. People love you, Rudy.
Well, thank you. But, you know, having said that, what keeps me balanced is as I view my life through my eyes. If you're going to call it living legend, I will add by association.
Sure, that's
living legend by association.
Completely fair.
Because one thing about me is I'm only as good as the people I play with.
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
You're here.
yeah.
Yes.
And if I am really good, it's because I'm playing with some real monsters.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
some great players. You know what I mean?
Badass car has many parts that make it a badass car.
Yeah. Exactly. And so, yeah, by association. And I got to tell you, you know, I mean, if I look at life being a journey, being a constant learning process, what better for me than to be playing with some of the greatest and learn from them about everything? Oh my God. I mean,